Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Amelie coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is Friday, October 8th, and a day B. We've got some news stories to talk about today, ranging from the Spirit Week costume days and how to register if you're eligible for the upcoming Board of Education election. But before I get ahead of myself, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Spirit Week is officially on and takes place on October 18th through the 23rd. Here's the lineup. Monday, October 18th is Pajama Day and Banner Night. Tuesday is Costume Day, though the themes for each grade have not been announced. Wednesday, the 20th, is Country vs. Country Club. Thursday is Turn Back the Clock Day, and iconically, Friday will be Red and Black Day, with the bonfire later that night. There is a possibility of the pep rally returning, but that's yet to be decided. Finally, the homecoming football game against Wilton on Saturday, the 23rd. Be there. And an ongoing tradition that NCHS has is for the student bands to play at the bonfire. So if you're part of a student band who might be interested, please email Susanna Jimsky. The good news is we're definitely making strides in the right direction. Connecticut is the #2 state in the country for most vaccinated citizens and fewest positive cases. While our mask mandate has been extended until February of 2022, and I know it's a pain to wear masks, they're working to keep our case count low at schools, so keep up the good work, everyone. Another fun fall event is the upcoming upperclassmen play. Theater students will perform William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, the story about the mischievous fairy Puck, played by senior Erica Angeletta, who uses her magic to create chaos between four lovers in the forest before their wedding. At the same time, a group of mechanics rehearses a play to be performed for the Duke, played by junior Lucas Orwitz, only to have one of the actors end up with the head of a donkey and the night not going exactly as planned. If you want to come see the show, then you got to buy tickets on the NC Theater website at newcanaanhighschooltheater.com. Shows are October 28th, 29th, or 30th at 7 p.m. and tickets cost $15 each. So also watch out for the lower classmen play, Freaky Friday, opening in November. Election Day is coming up and it's right around the corner. It's on Tuesday, November 2nd, and believe it or not, if you're 18, you should be voting. The voting registration deadline is November 1st, so if you want to register, be sure to register. If you want to vote, be sure to register. If you want to mail in your vote, the due date is Tuesday, October 26th. Remember, a vote is your voice. For your voice to be heard, you must be registered to vote. Voting will be held both at the high school and middle school, so we hope to see you guys there. If you want more info, make sure to check out the latest installment of The Courant, where Abigail Cushman shares the Board of Education candidates' plans for our high school. Well, calling all car freaks out there, Caffeine and Carburetors is right around the corner, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. On Sunday, October 17th, over 500 cars will roll into town from all over the Northeast. We're expecting to see cars from every part of the world, including cars from the 1800s. You can anticipate seeing Miller Motor Cars bring a wide variety of their collection. There will also be everything from supercars to Japanese imports. This one is surely going to be one for the record books, with the biggest turnout of cars in the last 10 years. Well, this week, NCTV would like to highlight the work of senior Estella Trigg. Over the summer, Estella submitted her artwork to the bus stop competition hosted by the Norwalk Art Space after being exposed to the competition during art classes she was taking at the space, and was challenged to create a piece about what she daydreams about, which she said was fantasy worlds. As one of the two winners, each receiving a $75 Jerry's Artorama gift card, as well as having their artwork displayed on one of the bus stops outside of the Norwalk Art Space, Estella is extremely proud and is even thinking of opening her own art space in the future. Congrats again, Estella. Well, we've got some talented artists, and you know we've got a bunch of talented athletes as well. So let's check up on how they're doing this season. Let's send things over to Mr. New Canaan, Brendan Tiscornia, to hear more about how our sports teams are doing.
Thank you so much, Amelie, but Mr. New Canaan is my father. Good morning, New Canaan High School. I'm Brendan Tiscornia, here to give you your Rams Sports Report. Let's get things started with boys golf, who recently extended their winning streak to 7. They shot a season low of 142 against Staples, led by senior captain Taylor Pinkernell's 34 strokes. Coach Bill Brown was very impressed with this team because playing at Staples is never easy. And with wins on Monday and Tuesday against Darien and Trumbull, the boys finished their regular season with a record of 12-2. They also had the Kappa Invitational yesterday over in Westport, where senior captains Mark DiGaetano and Taylor Pinkernell played as a duo to shoot a 61 and win the whole thing. They're hot at just the right time with FCX championships for both individual and teams coming next week. Good luck, guys. Now let's hop in the pool to talk about girls swim and dive. The girls have been on a roll these last 2 weeks, winning meets against both Wilton and St. Joe's. Early in the week, the girls stepped up against Wilton, going to exhibition and not even needing points in the last few events. Outstanding performances came from senior Lily Codd and Captain Skylar Mascarinas, as well as junior Kelsey Haley, all of whom took home the gold. Also, senior divers Ella Olafson, Olivia Quinn, and Caitlin Maggio swept their events in the St. Joe's meet. Coach Kat Munson was able to showcase the freshmen as Sam Haley, Charlotte Lawrence, and Amelie Martinez placed first, second, and third in the 100 back. However, they didn't stop there because last night they went toe-to-toe with Fairfield Ludlow and won 105-70. Next week, they traveled to Darien for a highly competitive meet, so good luck, girls. Girls soccer had a rocky 1-2-2 start to the year, which they look to improve upon. And they did, beating Stanford, Greenwich, Bryan McMahon, and Bridgeport Central this past week. Senior Dylan Patton scored not one, but 2 hat tricks in the last 2 weeks, coming against McMahon and Greenwich. With dominance like that, Dylan, you are our Ram of the Week. Congratulations. Additional standout performances came from freshman Paige Place, who had 2 assists against the Senators, as well as junior keeper Bella DeFelice, who only allowed 3 goals this week. Next week, the Rams will take on bitter rival, the Blue Wave, on the road Tuesday, so best of luck to you girls. Staying with soccer, the boys have been struggling, losing their last 3 games. Senior night was Tuesday, and the Rams look to end their skid against Bryan McMahon. You know NCTV was there, so let's roll the highlights. It was senior night, and the boys were amped. It was great to see the youth players come out and cheer and support the players. Just 7 minutes in, New Canaan's George Mulry finds some space and fires off a crisp pass to his fellow senior Tommy Kurz, who takes the shot, but he gets denied. 10 minutes later, the Senators are on the attack and looking to score, but the shot gets smothered with a cheeky point-blank save from senior captain Alex Walter. They would go scoreless deep into the second half, but in the 73rd minute, the Senators get another chance. With Chris Pasking, they set up the shot and they score. Rams get another chance to tie it with a minute left. Corner kick from Lorenzo Marsilli. It's up in the air, but New Canaan is not able to convert. McMahon scores another goal in the waning seconds of this one, and New Canaan falls 2-0. They couldn't get it done on senior night. The boys were on the road yesterday, and they were able to pick up a 3-0 victory against Bridgeport Central, powered by a Tommy Kurz hat trick. There are only 6 games left on their schedule, and the boys need to start piling up wins as soon as possible in order to make FCX. Good luck, guys. Now it's time for some quick hits. How about field hockey? More than halfway through their regular season, and the girls are still undefeated, having a record of 9-0 and allowing only 1 goal so far on the season. Staying at Dunning, the football team is standing tall at 4-0, and the 3rd-ranked team in the state. The boys have a bye this week and are on the road against undefeated Norwalk next Friday. Now for girls volleyball. The girls have been on a roll as well, as they have won 3 in a row coming into this week. This past Monday, they unfortunately fell to St. Joe's 3-0, and they have a record of 6-2, hoping to beat Stanford on the road tomorrow. Boys cross country had a meet last Wednesday where they finished 4th out of 4 teams. Finished 4th out of 4 once again on Tuesday, but there's still hope. Many of their runners are underclassmen, so the future is bright for the Rams. Girls cross country had a meet last week where they finished 3rd out of 4 teams. The girls look to bounce back in Greenwich on Tuesday. They finished 2nd with 7 top 20 finishes, headlined by Radea Ralev and Lauren Doherty, who finished 2nd and 10th respectively. Our Rams have had a great regular season, and be sure to get out there and support them as they make their playoff push. Amelie, back to you.
Thanks, Brendan. Like always, I'll be making sure to head out and support our Rams, at least once I finish up my college apps. But to see if helping you to bring a jacket, umbrella, or sunglasses to those events, let's check in with a new face in front of the green screen. How's it looking, Eva?
Thanks, Amelie. I'm super excited to be here with you today, and to all our viewers out there. Hopefully, I live up to all of NCHS's previous weather legends. It was pretty calm this week, but maybe I can entertain you for more pretty boring weather. What's up, NCHS? I'm Eva Campbell, here to give you this weekend's weather. Let's start off with today. We woke up with some clouds, and unfortunately, they're going to stay throughout the week. Today is looking to continue the 70-degree weather trend of this week, with high in the low 70s and a low in the 50s. Not a bad way to end the week. Tomorrow is going to be a bit colder with a high of only 67 degrees for a mostly cloudy day. There's also going to be a chance of drizzle. Maybe this is Mother Nature's way of celebrating National Moldy Cheese Day. So be sure to wear a jacket when going outside and avoid eating any abnormal cheese unless it's on purpose. For Sunday, it's going to be even cloudier, chillier, and rainier than Saturday, with a high of 66 degrees and a low of 61. Looks like we can't do much except stay inside and eat pumpkin spiced cookies. Looking into next week, we're expecting more clouds with a possibility of some rain. Temps will be pretty consistent in the 70s. I hope you have a relaxing weekend and beware of that cheese. See you next time. Amelie, back to you.
Thanks, Eva. I'll make sure to keep an extra jacket in my car. Now, before we go, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Lily Codd, Logan Gilbert, Edward Harrison, Christopher, Michelle, and Nicholas Muhammad. We hope you and everyone else here at NCHS has a fantastic weekend. Make sure to follow us, of course, on all of our social medias, including Instagram and Twitter at NCTV78, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, also at NCTV78. We leave you now with a behind the scenes on how we make our broadcasts. See you next time, NCHS.
Hey everybody, I'm Ravina Isfahani. Ever wonder how we make the broadcasts come to life? Well, we're going to show you. Welcome to Build a Broadcast. Because the broadcast airs every other Friday, we have 2 weeks to prepare for each one. There are 3 main sections to a broadcast: news, sports, and entertainment. There is a main script for the anchors so the people on camera know what to say. Each reporter in news and sports is responsible for writing their own story and making graphics to go with it. The day before, we rehearse after school to make sure everything is in place for Friday. This can include final graphics and run-throughs of the script with all of the on-air talent. Now let's get into where we actually film. This is our studio. We have 4 cameras, 2 for the anchor, 1 for sports, and 1 for weather. There is also the control room, where all the behind the scenes happens, like showing graphics and videos on screen. Lights, camera, action. Once the timer hits 0, that's when we go live so that all of you guys can see it. It can be pretty fun. Stop by in 2 weeks if you want to join the TV club and learn more.